Hello everyone, my name is Julian. I'm here to discuss my top three albums of all time, just so you guys get a little background. Or I've mentioned it before, but I've never really talked about exactly why I picked those albums. And um, and yeah, good to be back to regular schedule. I'm working on reviews for Thursday. A lot of people have sent me, not a lot of people, but a couple of people have sent me some albums and bands that I should review. So I'm right now working on those, picking which one will go for Thursday. So if you guys keep sending me, I will have content. If not, I'll just pick random stuff like today's video, which consists of Evanescence Fallen, one of my favorite albums of all, one of the three, Cutting Cambria's Second Stage Turnbine Blade, and Stain's 14 Shades of Grey. There is a fourth, and fifth album that I really love, which is Hertz Volume 1 and 2, and I guess Goodbye to the Machine. But I kind of just want to pick the top three. And starting out with Evanescence is Fallen. The reason it's number one, it's because it's a female singer. I've been hearing since I've been a little boy and growing up. I've been hearing a lot of male dominant metal, rock, heavy music bands, and Evanescence sort of takes me out of that normal, and puts a whole new twist on it because she has a range. Her skill lets her sing music like Hello from that album to music like Going Under or Everybody's Fool, where it's like dark and heavy, but she can still mess with that. I know female bands that sometimes don't get put in the right environment. The music is really heavy and they try to sing along or they try to make their voice match the music, and it just sometimes doesn't work. Like if you're trying, that's great, but sometimes it just doesn't work well. Well, I think Amy Lee, when she was with Ben Moody and the other band members before they split up after their first album, I think they combined and made heavy music, soft music, and everything in between perfectly, and it's all put through this album. Tourniquet, Hello, Give Breaks, Bring Me to Life, My Immortal, music like that is put throughout this whole album, and it's paced very well. I mean, the album starts out, with a heavy track, and then it slowly brings you into these different levels of music. It's not monotone. I mean, there is some monotone sound just because I feel like the guitar settings are almost the same, but then there's a piano, just piano. And so it sort of takes you out of the, okay, guitar sound, yeah. But other than that, placement's good, variety is good, vocals is good. Moving on, guitar. Solos are here, and I love solos, and they're slowly dying as we know it. What can I say? Just the fact that they're solos, I appreciate that. And this is back in 2003, so even today with Evanescence's new album, self-titled, they still have some solos. The band's different, but I mean, Evanescence still tries to bring solos into the mix, and with their first album, it does very well. Another thing that for me when I listen to an album, first go, I don't listen to lyrics. Actually, I don't listen to lyrics until the album kind of just sets in overall. If I really like the sound of it and it just becomes part of the playlist or becomes part of my best album wall, I guess, that's when eventually I have to listen to lyrics. They just sink in automatically. And with Evanescence Fallen, I've heard it so much that, yeah, lyrics do matter, and I've heard it, and it gets to me. The song Hello about her sister, it's very touching. My Immortal, Bring Me to Life, all those songs eventually, Everybody's Fool, they eventually become more than just music, but also a message. And I don't give a lot of albums this opportunity because they kind of come and go when I review them. Only albums that really outshine in music, in sound, do I ever get to hear that lyric part of it. And I wish I could do that more with other albums, but it just depends on the music. If I can't stand what I'm listening, I can't really focus on the lyrics. But I mean, this just adds an extra point to Evanescence Fallen album, and it's so sad to know that I only got one album from them because the band did split up. I mean, Evanescence is still Evanescence, but Ben Moody left, which the guitars are something so important in that band that the fact that they're gone, you can hear it. It's a ripple effect. I mean, even until the self-titled, you can't hear the Ben Moody in there. And they went to another band called We're the Fallen. You see the connection. Which I also reviewed, a horrible review, by the way, a long time ago. But We're the Fallen sort of takes me back to the Evanescence sounds, but again, Amy Lee's voice is not there. Her lyricism and her style and her vision of the music, it's not there. So it's like 50. Oh, We're the Fallen, and the other 50 is with the rest of Evanescence. And if I could just get them together, it would be perfect. But anyway, that's the first album. Quick review. I think for me that's like almost a 10. I don't know if there is a 10 ever out there, but Evanescence gets the closest with the album Fallen.